Man, she's putting them all on blast.
Yes. That's what I would do too. Just stand and walk closer.
Would you?
Yeah, man. That's like, whoa.
I wouldn't. I'd just be sitting there like, oh, shit. I feel like it's so dramatic just walking up to the TV.
I love it. Give me dramatic walk-ups more. Ooh, she's watching.
Fuck.
You're blowing
My
it
mother.
up.
Oh, she's so mad.
Ooh, this is going to start a war, bro. Wow, guys, talk about some mommy issues right there. She just started a war with the wrong one. Chris and Rob here of the Jersey Comic Crew. Welcome back to another fun episode. And, of course, we have to dive into now Amanda Waller versus her daughter.
Yes.
Blowing up Argus, Rob. What's going to happen next?
I don't know. We were in such a weird predicament because we know Amanda Waller is willing to do anything to get the mission done, to get a job done, right? She doesn't care who she tramples over as long as her goal is complete. And now it's doing this against her daughter, right? Like, this emotional side of Waller is not something we see too often in comic books or any kind of television with Amanda Waller's character. So we're kind of thinking like, oh, is she going to be able to go fully against her to like tear down her daughter to keep herself afloat, to keep Argus afloat, to save the world, right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, even though Amanda Waller is a no-nonsense woman, she's trying to do things for the good reasons, right? So I hope, or maybe I should say I hope, right? In the comics, she's a lot more of a naughty person, right?
Naughty.
A naughty evil. She doesn't care. She'll kill you if she wants to. I don't know if this is going to be the end of Argus, right? Or is this going to be the beginning of like she has to work with her mother because maybe it's like, all right, now you're in the light. Everybody's going to think you're good. I'm going to do my stuff in the shadows and trying to create like a two-pronged version of Argus, like one for reform that everybody knows is on the up and up, and then she can still do her stuff in secret. You know, I don't know if it's the beginning of that or the beginning of the destruction of Argus.
I mean, I think that's already kind of what's been going on, right? Like, Task Force X was already kind of deep undercover.
Yeah.
Not everyone in Argus knew about it. It's very, particular, and now that's got blown up. The kind of illegal deeds that, are putting bombs in people's heads is obviously an issue. Good. So I think there's going to be an overhaul of this, whether we see it in Peacemaker Season 2 or something else. I don't really know what else besides Peacemaker Season 2 we could see this. But this kind of coming to fruition, whether it's Amanda Waller losing her position at Argus, Argus being disbanded, shut down by, the government or other entities, and Task Force X being moved to a different location, it doesn't seem like there's going to be another Suicide Squad movie. I can't say for sure. But it seems like to me Peacemaker's kind of the future of this. So I think it's going to be more so, no, this just tore it to the ground, Rob.
I can see that, and this also makes them say, hey, we don't have to do Suicide Squad movies for now. We can take a break from them. Everybody can do their own solo movies or like team ups that way. But this spells to me that Amanda Waller is the villain for Season 2. Right? She's going to be the one going after everybody. She's going to create a new Suicide Squad, if you will, wherever she does, like just to kill Peacemaker. And I'm sure people are going to sign up for it. Like Bloodsport, Idris Elba's character, like, hey, I want to kill Peacemaker. He killed Rick Flag. The Rat Queen, King Shark. Like, you could get all these people real quick to go after Peacemaker, and it could be like Peacemaker versus Suicide Squad, right? That sounds like a beautiful comic book crossover title, right? You see that on the page. That sounds like a beautiful tagline for Season 2. And even if like Peacemaker Season 2 is the beginning of that, and then you have the Suicide Squad movie, which is pretty much the whole point of it, I think it could work. This might be the best thing that DC has done. Like, lead us into another Suicide Squad movie with Season 2 of Peacemaker.
That'd be interesting, too. And the thoughts of kind of what we've already been talking about, with Judo Master, with Peacemaker's possible brother being alive. Who better to find out if he's alive than Amanda Waller, right? Regardless if she's at Argus or not, she's going to have resources. She's going to have ties to different things. She's going to have ways of getting around it. I don't think it's above her to try and kill her daughter. Personally, I think Amanda Waller is like supposed to be that cold-blooded monster. Think so? I do not think it's above her. And I think at this point, she's done the irredeemable thing, which is let the secret out of the bag that cannot be put back in. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be really tough. I think it's going to be one where Judo Master maybe finds solace in Amanda Waller and what was going on. Because remember, they were working technically still for Amanda Waller the whole time. They were they were the G team, right? They weren't team A or B. They got sent there to do this almost impossible task the last episode, she's on the phone with Amanda Waller in the beginning trying to get, help and backup. That is still under Amanda Waller's jurisdiction. I don't know how much Amanda Waller knew about the butterflies, knew about the situation. I don't know how much Myrn was telling her. I don't know much about Harcourt was telling her. There's a chance that she's just pissed based off of that. And now this is going to blow up twice-fold, triple-fold into season 2. And I think it would be awesome to see her come back as the main villain.
The other thing we got to think about, like when she was watching TV saying, oh, fuck, right? Immediately in my mind, I'm like, okay, you have a secret plan. There's no way that Amanda Waller doesn't have a backup plan for when somebody spills all the guts and secrets of Task Force S, of Argus and all that kind of stuff. And maybe that plan revolves around like destroying that person as like her character, her everything, make her go invisible off the face of the earth. But because that's her daughter, maybe she has to deal with this emotional connection. Like, hey, I have to do this. It's also going to make me look bad a little bit. But now it's a lot more work that I have to do. And maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just as simple as like, oh, great, I have to do all this work in the morning. That's terrible to say, like, especially with a mother-daughter relationship. But that's definitely something Amanda Waller's character can easily do.
I think it's going to be war, man. I don't know. Amanda Waller does not like to not know what's going on, right? She doesn't like to be surprised. She doesn't like to be ambushed. And especially if it's her own blood, right? Like, I don't think this is going to be you get spanked and then go into your room situation. I think it's going to be like, oh, this is how you want to play. You want to play with the big leagues. And the only thing else I can think of is Checkmate. Is this the start of Checkmate, the end of Argus, and possibly the beginning of Checkmate in DC Comics, which is another kind of spy-ish organization. It's way more involved in more superheroes and good people in the DC universe. But Checkmate is involved in kind of everything. It kind of has everything. That's what it's called, Checkmate, right? It's like, already got it done. And so they are involved in every infrastructure of the planet, whether it's aliens, politics, news, media, all that stuff. Is that something Amanda Waller is like, hey, this was the fail-safe. Argus just got torn down. It's public. It's blown. Now let's start Checkmate.
Yeah, I definitely said that. Like I said earlier this episode, like she could have another secret organization, another plan. Checkmate, I can't believe I forgot about it, but that makes the most amount of sense, right? Like she needs a follow-up plan. Like, all right, here we go. I already had one. It's Checkmate. Now I'm all hinged. All barriers are off. I'm just gonna go wild. I'm gonna do this. You guys are gonna regret messing with me. I can definitely see that happen for Peacemaker season 2 and the future of DC. Now, guys, we want to hear what your crazy theory is on Amanda Waller versus Adebayo. Do you think we're gonna get that in season 2? What exactly is gonna happen? Let us know your theories down below.
And guys, thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, really helps the channel out a lot. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss any more of our videos, especially the ones you miss. You can check them out right here as always. And my name is Chris Heller. That's Rob Moran. We're the Jersey Comic Crew. And we will see you next time.